Today we take a look at General Hawk before he picked up the star, presenting Clayton Hawk Abernathy with the mobile missile system. Welcome to GI Reviews. I am the Ruckus, and what we see before us today is definitely for me a treat, because we get to take a look into the past of one General Hawk. This is General Hawk from back in the day. I can't tell you what rank he's. I believe he's a colonel in this particular instance, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this is a deluxe set, as you can see, and we've got Clayton Hawk Abernathy. I've got to just call him straight up like that. I'm so used to calling him General that it's something to not think of him as such. Anyway, he's got the mobile missile system, or MMS, and this is basically the G.I. Joe version of what we saw Cobra getting before, and that's cool. You know, it's very cool. We've got vehicles for G.I. Joe that can haul this rig as well. So we're going to get into it. We've got the number at top, 182, and of course there's that beautiful toy photography there in the front, and you could see the figure over there. We've got some artwork of Hawk. I'll just call him Hawk. How about that? And then, of course, on the other side, you already know what's up with that, with the attributes and the useless QR code. And then here on the rear, we have the sketch of everything we get in the packaging and a few thumbnails. We've got the head sculpt of Hawk and a couple thumbnails of the vehicle, or the weapon. The trailer is more what it really is, with some missiles on it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get started, please like the video, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Also, if you can stand it, wait and watch the video until the end. It definitely helps the algorithm, and we for sure need help with that. Anyway, let's get right into this. We have, as you can see, the MMS is before us, ready and waiting to be assembled. And off to our right, we have Clayton Hawk Abernathy, who I'll just call Hawk from here on out. Keep it simple. And we have what you see right here isn't everything that we get. I can show you that we get, I kept them in the clamshell because they look, you can see them all, and what I'm talking about is Hawk's weapons package, as you can see here. He's got some doozies, which is very extensive. Hawk also comes with this rifle holster, I'll call it, and you could see it also has a housing for a magazine. He also comes with two side weapons, one with an extended magazine in it, as you can see, and this one is just basic, so he does come with that. He also comes with a knife, molded in black and of course painted silver. And as far as his own personal accessories, last but not least, he comes with this helmet that has a articulated visor, so you've got that. The accessories, if you will, that are attributed to the MMS would be, gets 3 of these missiles, and you see they have ports in the rear of them, and that's because we get a pair of blast effects. I believe it's just a pair. I could have sworn that I did not feel any third piece in the packaging. The packaging, by the way, those missiles came in this foot locker. Throwback to a few years ago. We still haven't stopped getting that type of packaging. Also, what was within the foot locker are these different effects. So you've got these ground impact effects, a swoosh here, another ground impact effect, larger one, and then you've got this boy right there. And then finally, for the MMS, you get this instruction leaflet. Shows how you'll put it together. And that takes care of that. When next we come back, the MMS will be completed. And as promised, the MMS fully assembled. And what we'll do is we're going to take a closer look at it. I'm going to move Hawk aside momentarily so we can focus in on our MMS goodness here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I won't zoom out too much. I don't want it to get too small. I want to show the moving parts of this rig. First off, the turret, the missile turret. You see you can get it to go very far up. That is an incredible angle right there. I couldn't tell you the degrees, but it is, I would think that's, I'm going to say that's a 75-degree angle right there. And of course, the turret can rotate left and right. We also have these legs which I had to attach. They can be lifted up, which they need to be for when you're on the move. And then, of course, the legs that are part of the rig out of packaging, they can retract up that way as well. So you do have that. Some other articulation we have here. The hitch can pull out like that. You can see there, and can look right in there, and you see some looks like they almost look like they're missiles themselves, but I think that they're part of the systems within this rig right there. I'm just spitballing, of course, and I managed to get one of the pegs out. And then one final piece. This isn't really articulated, but it is removable. The doorway to the panel, the control panel right there. And the control panel is basically like a molded, like a plastic gray looking piece, a two-tone plastic. And then of course you've got the paint for the buttons, we'll call them. You got 3 black and 1 red. And then as far as the all of the decals and what have you on the unit, you have on the missiles star, these are the XRU 8001s. You've got a Beware Blast. This is of course on all of the missiles. The star at the front there, and this is all mirrored. You tilt it, we've got a caution sign there at on one of the wings. On one side of the turret you see G.I. Joe, and then on the other side you've got the flag, the American flag, and then there on the front you have a 3167 number and a Beware Blast in there. Let's see if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. And you've got stars. That control panel door. It's got the control panel cover on there. And you've got some other words down right here behind the tire. Wherever there is trouble over land and sea and air, G.I. Joe is there. Sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the lines from the song, from the cartoon. Then you have you've got back here, stand back, and a couple cautions. You've got red paint, and then you've got the hazard sign, of course. Then you turn to the other side here, stars, the number 3. And so, yeah, this is looking pretty nice right there. And, of course, we've got the blast effects, which I'll show towards the end of this review. As stated before, the HMS is basically the G.I. Joe version of the previously released Cobra version, the HMS, Heat Seek, which you have written along the missiles there, along with the Cobra symbol. And they're more or less, in terms of design, they're identical. Taking a look at Hawk, we see that he is basically molded in just an olive drab type of green, and he of course has the vest going on. That vest has got his name right there, Abernathy Clayton M, middle initial there. We see he's got that holster, and it does have a latch for it right there. I can't even lie, I can't stand those latches because they are something to peg in. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. We've got patches on either on both triceps, and then we've got the belt in black with silver for the buckles. On there are 2 buckles on either side, as well as the one in the center. In the rear, we've got a buckle back there, which is I'm pretty thankful for that. Hawk also comes with another holster, because if you recall, he comes with 2 sidearms, and he has a spot for a magazine, I believe, because I can't think of anything else that he may have. I don't see any I don't think that's a sheath for a knife, but it might be. It could be. I don't see any place else to put a knife, not on the boots or anything like that. So that might be what it's for. So we'll see when we get him equipped. As far as his articulation is concerned, his head is on a dumbbell, so he can look up that far, look down that far. His neck is also on a ball hinge as well. You can get some tilt, and of course you can 360 it. He'll get you the T-pose right there. Of course he can 360 at the shoulders. He's got butterfly joints, so he can rear back that far. He can cross the body only that much. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swiveling wrists. The left wrist hinges horizontally, the right wrist hinges vertically. He's got an ab crunch, so he can go forward that far with the ab crunch. He can go that far back with the ab crunch. He's also on a ball hinge at the waist, so you can get your left rights there and your side to side movement. He can do the splits that far. Of course, he's got the drop downs. He can kick 90, go back that much. He's got the thigh cut, double jointed knees. He's got a swivel at the boot. He can point his toe that far forward, that far up. He's got ankle pivot and holds at the bottom of his feet. So that is the articulation scheme for Hawk. And here's our boy Hawk loaded out. He's able to haul almost everything he comes with the exception of one of the higher projectile weapons. He came with three. You see he's wielding one, and the other is in that holster, and that other slot was for where the knife goes. So he can carry the knife on him. And this slot back here is for a magazine, which this his service rifle has a magazine that can be removed. So you can put that back there if you so chose to do. And since this is a review of both Hawk and the MMS, there you go. And with this comparison, you have either a blast from the past or a peer into the future type of situation, as we've got Hawk, and to our right, General Hawk. And as you could see, whether he's general or, once again, I think he was a colonel here, but he could have been just a lieutenant. He was a go-getter, and he still is. And there it is. We have been looking at Clayton Hawk Abernathy before he became a general. And alongside him, he comes with the MMS, the Mobile Missile System. This, of course, as I stated before, is basically a reissue, only done in G.I. Joe colors, G.I. Joe green, of the previously released Cobra version, which was the HMS, the Heat Seek missile system. And it's just as, it's the same exact design, only different colors. And, of course, decals and logos and what have you. And, of course, we get Hawk along with it. Hawk, on his own merit, loaded out. For real, he comes with many weapons. So many he can't haul them all. But that's cool. That's a nice dilemma to have for us collectors. Anyway, what do you guys think about this particular set? Pass, play, going to do it your way? What do you have to say? Whatever you have to say it below in the comments section. And while you're down there, like if you haven't done so already, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Would greatly appreciate it. And for those of you that are listening to these words, that means you've stayed with me until the end, and I greatly appreciate that. Anyway, this has been real. I love getting vehicles and other types of transportation, mobile accessories. It's just great. I think it's I honestly believe that's the real heart and key to G.I. Joe. Everybody's always wanting G.I. Joe to put out more vehicles and other transport or transportable units and accessories. And I'm definitely here for it. What about you? Let me know down below, as I stated. And this mission is completed. So until the next time, this is the Ruckus. G.I. Reviews. Take care.